Hello everyone, welcoming you back with more Baldur's Gate. In the last video I picked up Quail, and now I
Yes?
think I'm going to leave
It shall
Parados.
be. Consider it done.
I checked out TX at the end of the video to see what he was, and he was a cleric thief. I didn't know he was a cleric thief. I figured he was a mage thief. Because I think that's what he is in Baldur's Gate 2. Now this is Garrick. We could talk to him and do a little bit of a quest, but I think I'll come back to that later. Right now, I just want to get my last party member for right now. It's going to be tough. Because I have to either go across into some area and then go down and then go into Gillikin, or I go down this way. Down here is Oldcaster. Go to Firewine Bridge, go in there, and then take kind of a shortcut-ish, I guess, it is to this little town of Galikin and pick up Alora. I don't think there are many thieves in this game. Well, let's see. Imoen's a thief. Alora's a thief. Coran, who is in Cloakwood, he's a fighter thief. Montrun was a fighter thief. Was, because he's dead. TX, I just found out he's a cleric thief. Safana is a thief. I guess there are plenty of thieves in the game. Trying to think of who else is there. I think Eldof is either a bard or a thief. And I think Sky is either a bard or a thief. Not too positive on that. I mean, I could just stick with 5 until I get Coran in the Cloakwood. I could do that. Decisions. Because I'm nowhere near. ready enough to take on the Firewind ruins. There's a lot of places I'm nowhere near
I will
leveled
do
enough to
my
take
best.
on anything. So I'm thinking I should. I should pick up Kivan. And then, with Kivan in the
It
group,
shall be.
I'd be able to pick off, like, those other kobolds around. Like, easily in the Firewine Ruins. That and I need to go over here anyway.
Consider it done.
So yeah, if you don't know where Kivan is, he's just right here. Right at kind of the entrance.
Hail! It is not often that I come across strangers in this part of the world.
What takes you this far from civilization? We're adventurers, ready to smite any evil that darkens our path. Strange coincidence. I have a quest similar to your own. I have been hunting the bandits in the region for the past few months. Perhaps if we worked together, we would far better. What say you to that? We'll help you against the bandits, but only if you tell us why you spent months hunting them. Their leader, an ogre named Tazuk, took the life of someone very dear to me. Ah, yes, you can join. I hope that we will work well together.
Cool one, sir.
Okay. Ajantis. Minx and Boo would be most interested in learning more about this righteous, butt-kicking lodge that you belong to. Oh, glad to be of help, my friend. Yes, the Order of the Radiant Heart and its noble pursuits should be known even as far as Rashiman, and I'll gladly pass on to you what little enlightenment I possess so far. Jantis? And so, with combined powers of Hell, Tyr, and Torm, Ajantis, yes? All this sounds fine and grand, but tell Minx, do you have good ale? Ale? There are some kegs in the cellar, but why? There are? Then Minx and Boo want to join. You and the hamster? Join the most noble order of the Radiant Heart? Why? Well, Minx always missed the good feast that the lodge gave after stomping out some nest of villainy. Ah, yes, those times when the ale flowed and the Virmanoi? I have no idea. And these words. Which Lauren? passed on their wisdom, while the strong heaped and the beautiful ladies welcomed the returning heroes and danced with their bodies half unlaced and those bright skirts. Did what? Welcome to the returning heroes. Oh, goody. Minx is so happy to have found a new lodge in this faraway place. Look, even little Boo looks forward to anticipation to the greatest feast your order will give in our honor at the end of our quest. Oh, I see. Well, sorry to disappoint you, Mince, but the order does not engage in such exotic practices as you painted so vividly. A good deed is a reward in itself. No feasting? No. No strong women to soothe the wounds and reward the brave? Definitely not. No wonder friend Agentis looks so pale and uptight. No, Sir Knight. If that is the case, Minx will wait to get back home, so he and Boo can enjoy the spoils of our heroics. Thank Helm for that. For what? Never mind. So, apparently, Minx and Boo are party animals. Literally. One is an animal, and even though Minx is interesting, the way he thinks, but that was good. I like the NPC banter mod. This really brings out a lot of the characters. And if you could like explore every single character with all the dialogues and just the mix mash of party members that you could have with the NPC mod, it is very, very well done. So, Kivan, we have another ranger. There is the kit class. If the original game had kit classes, I think he would just be an archer for ranger, because archers get like a lot of bonuses for longbow, and I think they can master and grandmaster in the longbow and like get all kinds of ridiculous THACO bonuses and abilities. But he's pretty strong, good with dexterity, and he's chaotic good. He's an elf. Mix of alignments, not so much mix of races. I'm a half elf, he is an elf, you're a gnome, and then we have 3 humans.
What is my task? Could we cease the incessant noise? 'Tis such a pain behind the eyes.
Well, blame Minx and Agentis for that one, Xzar.
On my honor.
Because he's ranged, I think I'm gonna go and try and fight in close quarters now. Yay!
You point, I punch.
And your sword broke. That's why we have multiple.
What is my
Should
task?
also go and get
I
him
will do my best.
Oh, hello. The daggers, that's right. These throwing daggers are going to be much more efficient than the sling for Xzar. Though I will let him keep the sling and the bullets that's on him. But he will be using those.
On my honor.
Because maybe he can hit better with those now.
Pal.
Whoa, slow down, I'm trying to plan the grandest of heists. Here, with all your trumping about, I can't hear a word I'm thinking. And he's talking to me. And since I have Ajantis and we saw what happened to the last thief when he came across Manx. Heist, that's not particularly noble or legal of you. Fine then. I'll let you take care of all the noble and legal stuff, and I'll get on with being a thief. Now get lost.
To battle and victory!
Or throwing knives.
For the glory of Helm!
Now there are plenty of mods out there that, like, I think one in particular that gives you allows you to basically stack all of them onto one.
Yes?
Okay. Kivan's smiling. Who is he talking to? Oh, he's talking to me. For a bookworm, you are well at ease outdoors, my young friend. Bookworm? Take that as an insult, Kivan. I don't read books. I don't like reading books. Does that make me sound illiterate? Probably. It's not that I can't read books, I just don't like reading books. I can see only the smallest indications that you are not accustomed to walking the beast trials and sleeping under the dome. Under the stars. I'll change that. I might have been raised by a human, but my blood is no different than that of a forest lord. We are keen, elf. I am at home in the forest. Nah. They say one yearns for something one cannot have. I was cooped up in Candlekeep for what seemed like ages. Now I enjoy the freedom of the wide world beyond, forest, city alike. Might go with number 3. Tell you the truth, the only reason we did not make it to the closest inn is that I do not have enough coin to spare. Dome under the stars. How about a bedroll? A bedroll under my ants and other crawling things. I bet they traveled far and wide to assemble here. And that one's just being rude. I'm gonna go with third. You remind me of myself on my first ranging. I wonder if, like me, you feel that it is time for you to start living. And if I am not mistaken, you are quite pleased with that change. Both pleased and scared, to tell you the truth. And you are very much wiser than I was, but enough talking. It is the night we should listen not to our voices. It's not that late yet. I mean, the sun is still out. But, oh, you stupid bear.
Less talk, more fight. Something if I must. Yes? It shall be. Go for the eyes, fool. Go for the eyes. Ask! What is my task?
Stop touching me!
What do you need?
Something troubling you? On my honor, consider it done. Yes? I am become death, destroyer of worlds.
Much as I was trying to avoid the bear, I didn't notice that that one went up in the opposite direction. Oh, there's a sword. And that sword belongs to Baldur.
What is my task?
Let's also level myself up. I can take a little
I
bit
will
more
do my
hits.
best.
I be Thalantir, a mighty mage of Baragost.
I do not have much patience for strangers on my property. Do us both a favor and move along, unless, of course, you have magic for sale. From the looks of you, you don't look as if you could afford the items I have for sale. I hope for a warmer welcome for my company, Thalantir. You once offered me your roof, or have you forgotten? Elf, the name was Kivan, if I'm not mistaken. Bah! That's a proper treatment for you if you stand in the corner with your coil covering your face. But I never thanked you properly. Come, come. I'll show you what I have done with the spear you broke on these bothersome bandits who tried to force their way in. I'm quite happy with the way of enchantment has turned out. I do not craft weapons, mind you. Bah, it's a gift. Take it, elf. Okay, what did he give us? Elven spear. Elven spear of entanglement. Well, this is different. Only usable by elves. 10% chance with every hit that the opponent is entangled for 24 seconds. No save. Good, I guess, for a +2 weapon. Why can't I use it? I'm a half-elf. But whatever. He's not good in spears, though. But I will keep it on him for now, since it is a +2 weapon. Now
Why
then,
do I live in such a pissant town?
I sincerely hope you have some reason for bothering me. I've already stated that I wish you to leave. Rumors, bah! There's no mage here that wishes to be spoke or to be speak or to be spoken of. Unless, of course, you have magic that you wish to sell. It's not magic that I wish to sell, it's something that I want to look. Now this would be good for me. And this would be good for Xzar and or Quail. There is another one of these robes, but the only way to actually get that is to control and wild caster, because he has a second robe of the neutral arch magi on him, which would then give protections for Xzar and protections for Quail. 26,000, that is way out of the range right now. Oh, I have an extra armor spell that Quail could learn. She'll touch. He can't use it because he's a illusionist, and their opposite school is necromancy. I just realized he can't use illusion magic. He can. He can't use necromancy. He can. Oh. Well then, that would actually make things very interesting with the spells. I could still pick up Yeslik and get rid of Kivan then. But that... I don't know. I still need a thief. Okay, oh, don't need that now, I think. A little bit of extra money under my belt. Although I'm probably just spent that 800 I got back with those spells. So oh, that's in there already. Good. Okay. You have it done. Okay, I could sell that then.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
I have nothing more to say to you. No, Xzar!
What do you require?
I did not mean to
Yes.
leave,
With all speed.
but that would have been bad.
It shall be.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
If you didn't notice,
What is
that was a flesh golem, and he has 2 of them in his little abode. And flesh golems are very, very tough. You need at least like +1 or +2 weapon
Destroyer of worlds!
to take out a flesh golem. Because normal weapons do absolutely nothing. Now, the problem with these daggers
On my
is I have to make sure to replace them.
The trees move. Do you not see it?
They look kind of still to me. Alright. Let's go to the temple and then go down to Oldcaster. All of these areas that I'm finding and all the areas that I know,
I will do my best.
I'll explore them at a later date.
A man shouldn't speak to his better unless spoken to first.
I hate these random people. They're always so rude. Yeah, not to be rude, but will you stand a bit back from me? By all the gods, I shall be glad to be back in Waterdeep come the new 10-day. What do you find so displeasing about the Sword Coast? What do I not find displeasing? Aesthetically, the air is absolutely thick with manual labor. If this is what the land is like, with most of its miners out of work, I could not imagine it in full swing. I simply must get out of here. If not for the bandits, I would be on the first caravan out of town. Curse this merchant's trade. Father must wish me dead to inflict this upon me. Away from me, I need my air. Nobles are very, very snooty, snobby people. They think that they are better than everyone else.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Fun.
Yes? What is my task?
Your voice is ambrosia.
On my honor.
My honor, as you will.
Actually, you do that one. You do that one.
For
Yes?
goodness!
It shall
do.
be.
Forward march! Forward march!
What is my task?
That was better. There are a lot of traps within Firewine. And without a thief, it's
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Ask!
pretty difficult to avoid. Now, when I started this Let's Play, I was thinking of doing a Fighter Mage Thief combination.
Destroyer of worlds!
That way I would have been... See, this is what I mean with the daggers.
Could do no other.
On my honor. Yes? What is I will do my best.
You get out of there and use your bow.
On my honor.
Xzar is better with the throwing daggers, but since there's only 10 in a stack, they will run out quickly. And why is the game lagging?
I must rest for our cause to succeed.
Oh, there we go. There's Galican.
If I go too long without rest, I'll end up as stupid as you.
Thanks, Quill. Thank you so much for that wonderful insult.
I tire. I'll be much more agreeable with rest.
I didn't realize Quill was kind of a
Must
dick.
rest. Another bad case of armor, Chief.
But I guess that makes sense since he's chaotic neutral.
Yes? It shall be.
I do need a thief for this bit. I'm thinking who I want to drop temporarily. Because I could have Kivan run behind Alora, shooting arrows all over the kobolds. I do need a healer, and that's why I need to keep Quill. Ajantis and Minx work pretty well as frontline fighters. And I would hate to drop Xzar as that temporary, as, you know, just to put Alora in. I could tell him to basically just stay there, and then there's gonna be definitely a lot of swapping around with these characters, because now that I realize, since Quail's Cleric Illusionist and the opposing school is Necromancy, and since I have a Necromancer, their spells will definitely correlate pretty well. I should have made myself a Fighter Mage Thief after thinking about it now. Ew, that could have made things a little bit easier on this. Well, that's my own fault for not planning well enough. Here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I don't have to take Alora. And I could just wait until I get to Cloakwood, switch out Kivan for Coran. But there are some bits before that I need a thief. So,
This group may be capable of learning after all.
I'm gonna let you keep all of this stuff on you. I'm just taking these off.
Your voice is ambrosia.
So... Sorry, Xzar. You will only be here just for a little bit.
Stop touching me!
You're letting me go? But we have shared so much, so many good times. This is truly a sad day indeed. Goodbye, so sad. Blah 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 and all that rot. I do not want to part ways with you forever, just wait here for me. Fine, Solgem, I shall pine away the days of this very spot, waiting for you to return.
What is my task? Consider it done.
Now I have to remember that Xzar is in Gilligan. No, I don't want that. And I didn't buy bullets, did I? Crap. There you go, Kivan. I think that would be better for you.
On my honor.
So yes, I will need to put... Let's go ahead and put... Since this one. Xzar here. I've always wanted to take Alora and find out, like, her traveling stuff. I don't know how you go about saying it, but I wanted to see what her adventure, that's the word that I was thinking of, adventure is. Well met, traveler. Gander little Luckyfoot. At your disposal. To what does our little village owe the pleasure of your visit? Off to Durleg's Tower? Or maybe you have already been, and now need your breaks and bruises healed. Many a wanderer comes to town nearly bled to death. It is not a day for Durleg's Tower, that is the expansion. Today I'm interested in your Firewine ruins, and I'd be grateful if you'd show me the best way. I can point you the way to you, and gladly so, but I must warn you as well. There'd be many odd things that roam through there, and I hear tell they be a tough more organized than your normal critters. But I hear many things. Just go to the basement of our winery, where you will find a secret door. I'm glad you chose that course, Solgem. Len, dear. We want to investigate the ruins. We will kill those kobolds for you.
Blast and bother. These locks have always given me trouble. Trouble they are.
Hey, you're not from around here. Yeesh. There's no polish on your boots. No snap in your spine suspenders. You're not merchants. You're always so much more presentable. Ah, nut bunnies. Adventurers in Gulligan. You're gonna loot them Firewine ruins. As a matter of fact, yes, I am. Why do you ask? Double goody and done. Oh, it's great fun having someone from the trade to talk to. I'm here staying with my aunt to mend my ways and all, but I'm growing just a little bit bored. Maybe we should work together. I know this place pretty good. Know a few secrets. How to pick a lock, find a booby trap. Could be fun. What say you? A splendid idea. Welcome aboard. Friends we are, and nice ones too. See, I think she only wants friends. She just wants to have fun and adventure and be friendly. I think it would be probably a good, maybe some good mix of dialogue between her and Imoen. One for all and things like that. Fun for all of us. I just know it. And that is Alora's Lucky Rabbit Foot. I have no idea what that does, but I guess it has something to do with her being a better thief at some things. Good at opening locks. Oh, that's what I needed, really. Finding traps. In this game, thieves later on, when they're leveled up like this, the game randomly puts stuff in there, so it just gave her great on opening locks and great on pickpocketing. Her move silently sucks, or hide in shadow sucks, and the thing that I needed the most was finding traps. So that's not good. But I'll have to deal with it, either way, because I said that I would take her along. And I'll have to come back and get Xzar, obviously. I'm not leaving Xzar here. She is...
What do you want?
Can't I look with something? Can I look at something without banter going on? Young knight, you spend a moment of time practicing your swordplay, but I have never seen you taking a shot at a mark. You have no love for archery? Aye, my good elf, arrows and bolts are not my favorite weaponry. Melee is a noble fight, and it gladdens my heart to advance my learning of it. But Spitting arrows from afar is not much to my liking. I take it that you considered archery an occupation for the faint-hearted? Nay, not for the craven. I am schooled enough in the arts of war to value each man, and I do not belittle my fellows for the way they chose to take down foes. Speaking a lot. I do not belittle my fellows for the way they choose to take down foes, but kivan, my blood boils when I charge in the midst of the enemy host. What a way to win a spectacular victory. Some battles can be won by stealth, some by a few words on a piece of paper, and some by an arrow sent to hit the mark. Take my advice, train yourself in every possible way, Agentus. Arrows, quills, and dusty scrolls, Ranger, you know nothing of a knight's honor. A paladin's cause is just his blade is blessed, and he is sworn to die on the field of glory, not to scheme and hide like a rogue. And many die nobly and valiantly, without advancing their cause a single step. I care not if it will be my sword or my arrow that will take Tazuk's life. I care not if my name is unsung. Anyway, what are you good at? Dagger and sling. I have an extra sling for you. I have no bullets.
Yes? What is my task?
Well, I do have the bullets +2, but I don't know if I want to really wish those. I could give her some throwing daggers. That is Xzar's. Oh yes, and you leveled up. That's probably going to be very useful. Though I know this only finds them and not disarms them. So if Quill can find them and don't think Alora would be able to disarm them with 20.
On my honor.
But we'll have to see.
I will do my best. What do you require?
Eh? Who's this then? More intrepid fools on the road to a beating?
And this is the church the guy was talking about. For a priest and a bar seller, you sure are grumpy. You would be too You were the only one making sure this place remains a village of idiots rather than a village of idiots who got drunk on stolen beer. Boy, you sound like you need to think some happy thoughts. I'm thinking a happy thought right now, considering how much better it'll be you leave. But since you're still here, I suppose you'll be wanting some help. I mean, that is what E-types are always after, if it's not the ale. Yes, I do, actually. Basically bought all my golden healing. Because I need these potions. I don't have any more, do I? Nope. So yeah, I spent all my gold on the healing. No, I cannot. Of course I can't.
You must gather.
Would only make sense to rest down below. This is going to be so much fun. And by that I mean not fun at all.
You grunted? Can I help you?
What is my task?
Now I may have to do something with Alora.
Whatever you wish.
Because I might have to just adjust these a little bit. She doesn't need that high pickpocketing, because I don't need someone pickpocketing anything right now. I need her to have at least a 70 in find traps. So what I'm going to do is stop it here before I continue on with Firewine Ruins. Switch 50 points around. Reduce this to 40. Make this 70. And then I can change this spell to either silence or hold person. Because everything right now is not that great. I can't... this would be good. But I think it only would raise... Let's see. Every 3 levels of the caster, 3rd level caster only. Yeah, so that would only raise it to 9, 17, and 12. So yeah, probably a silence and a hold person for her. Or for her. Him. Because there is very powerful mage in this area. There's two, actually. And that will probably be useful. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Solgem bringing you another Let's Play of Baldur's Gate. And I will see you later.